Good morning, everybody. This is Kenny again with the Natural State Gardener and Homestead. Wanted to give you a little update on our front yard, kind of get a little tour going and show you some things that are coming on, things that are that we've done this week. We've done a little bit in the last since we had our last little tour, so things are growing real nice, and I want to show you what's going on. So, without further ado, if you like our little channel, make sure you subscribe and like it. And let me see if I can turn this camera around. So I'm just going to flip her around, and here we're going to go. All right, first of all, you can see our yard has turned a little bit brown. That is because I've poisoned this thing. We put some MSMA on it earlier in the week to get rid of all the old ryegrass that was left over, some of the clover, the lespedeza, and the stickers in the yard, and so that's coming back really nice. It was really brown a couple of days ago, but it is came back yesterday. I put about 20 pounds of triple 19 fertilizer on it, and I mean watered it to death. But here's something that's interesting. This is our little, very excited about this. This is our little new, iceberg. That's our little iceberg rose. Why I couldn't think of that, I have no idea. It's our little iceberg, and you can see we've got 5 or 6 little bloom heads on there, some buds that are budding out, so we're going to have some white roses here maybe by the end of the week. Our carpet roses here, they're going through a little transition right now. They're going from one bloom flush to the next, so it'll be a couple of weeks on those. This Cinco de Mayo rose right here, it has really surprised us. It's really been a good little producer. It's had some really nice blooms on it. They're not big blooms, they don't last a long time, but they're really kind of a neat little rose. Now then, in our bed, things that are really coming on, you can see our sun patience have really grown. They've done a lot since the last tour we had, and we've got several of them around, and they'll continue to grow. They'll even get bigger than this. They'll be, like I say, the size of basketballs, and they'll just be full of blooms like this one. Here's a little basket that we made, a little pot. Our cannies, you can see they're doing real well. We've got a few things that are eating on some of our sweet potato vine and our cannies. I may have to put a little bit of triple 13 on those. But anyway, our Mexican petunia is doing well. The lantana, our purple lantana, yellow lantana is doing well. We've got some lilies coming up. We don't really know what they are. These are zinnias. We've got zinnias coming up in our little bed. Don't know what color they are or how big they'll be. Our tiger lilies are just on the verge of blooming. So maybe by the end of next week or the first part of the following week, we'll have tiger lily blooms. Doing really well. I'm really surprised. And like I said, I don't know what all is in here. We've got some roses, some ferns that we've gathered up on road ditches. We've got some those sweet potato vine are doing okay. Let's see here. Our Crape Myrtle here, this is a purple, and it has sort of a weeping habit as well as a weeping habit can be on a Crape Myrtle. Most of them just shoot straight up. This one will kind of lean a little bit, and it makes a really pretty one. Let's see what else we've got in here. Irises are doing really well. There's some more zinnias coming up out of the ground, and we've got mushrooms coming up all over. I don't know what that's from. I know it's from a fungus. I don't know what kind of fungus, but they'll come up and then they'll go away, and then we'll have another set come through. So I don't really know what they are. Let's see here. Oh, these things, these dahlias are coming on. They're going to be nice when they come out. I didn't really think they were going to come out and bloom. There's some more zinnias around the back. So I really like our little bed. Our maple tree's doing well. It's grown. It's probably put on 18 inches of growth already since we put it out last fall. So it's doing really well. It likes that spot right there. Gets a lot of water. You can see our beds. They're coming along. They're just doing what beds do. They're just foundation plantings are doing what they do. I did come through this week and I cut some of the lower pedalum back a little bit. It was getting kind of stringy and long. These were supposed to be miniatures, but I really don't think they are. But you can keep them cut back and contained. Little Leland cypress there. Hostas Still haven't done anything with the hostas. I mentioned that we might be moving some of them, but I have not done it yet. Elephant ears are coming on real strong. They'll get huge this summer. Here's some more of the hostas. Ferns just in pots. We haven't really done anything to this bed here because we intend to have a little deck and a porch across here at some point in time this summer, so we've not put a lot of effort into this front bed. Here's something new. This is a little Japanese coral bark maple tree that we put right here on the corner of the house to kind of soften it a little bit. I did pull it away back from the house some just in case that deck goes in anytime soon. I left plenty of room for that to come in. Here we have some more of our sun patience. There's a little black diamond Crape Myrtle. I left it there. There's a oak tree that I really need to take out. I left it there. This one, I had a twin just like it on the other side, but it died. But I left that one. It just came up off suckers off the rootstock, so I don't know how good it's going to do this year, but it'll do what it'll do. Then we'll probably move it this fall. It's a little eastern redbud. Came up volunteer there actually, and I really like it there. I'm going to keep it right where it's at. Here's some of our ferns that, like I say, we've collected in road ditches and the farm throughout the year. And then here's where we had some really problems with some clover and stuff here in the grass, so I did till it up, and we had some zoysia sod, and the sod's coming along nice. It's living. I have been, when I pull Bermuda grass out of other beds, my wife says I'm crazy, but when I pull Bermuda grass out of other beds, I have been trying to put it in here to get those to start running, and they are starting to run. They're doing well. Here's another change that we've made, something that, with a little project that we've done. This old rose, I have no idea what the name of it is or what kind it is. All I do know is that it's a climbing rose. It has beautiful roses on it, and it was my grandmother's, so I wouldn't take $1,000 for it, but it grew straight up the side of the house here, and it just had roses up on the very top. So that tells us it's a climbing rose. So what we've done, we have pinned it down at a 45-degree angle with these laterals, hoping we get some vertical cane shoots up to where they'll have flower buds on each one of the vertical canes. But it's going to be okay. It looks kind of silly right now, but we'll see how that turns out. I've seen them do it in other videos and other places, so we're going to give it a shot ourselves. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the little tour here, and we'll be talking to you later. Thanks.